Hey guys, my name is Thana and welcome to my channel. I shouldn't talk so loud because I'm in a Volvo S90 T8 Inscription Plus and oh boy, what can I say? I can talk about the specs if you want. I can talk about how it has 407 horsepower. I can talk about the fact it has got 640 Nm of torque. I can talk about the fact it costs about 350 odd thousand ringgit. I can talk about the fact that it's got beautiful finishing and actual wood in the interior. I can talk about the fact that it's a hybrid whereby the batteries are in the Thana tunnel. I think all of you know that. All of you know about all these things. So what more can I tell you? Well, I think it's in the drive. As corny as it may seem, I think it's in the drive. So come on, let's drive with me. Let's do this. Welcome back. When I say it's in the drive for a Volvo, I think it is. And one of the biggest problem I think people have trying to look at a Volvo and look at the product to say, what is a Volvo? Is it better than a Mercedes? Is it better than a BMW or BMW, or what I've learned to say it recently? Is that how do you compare this product? Is it a S-Class equivalent? Is it a 7 Series competition? And it's not. I think that's the sweet and short answer. Most Volvo products in the sedan line are not a direct competition in terms of a product value and benefit when you compare it to its rival. The 3 Series, for example, it's a bit smaller than the S60 and it's different. This over here, it's smaller than the 7 Series, it's bigger than a 5 Series, if that makes sense. And also what it provides as a value proposition, it's also different. A 3 Series, for example, it's much more agile, much more sporty. The focus, it's about the fact it's a rear-wheel drive car, and the fact it's about it makes you alive when you go on the corners when you push it. But ultimately, when you own the car, 99% of the time you are not going to floor it. You are going to do these kind of roads in Cheras over here with lots of potholes and bumps and creases on the road, roads whereby they make you stress out as being there, and most of the time you get stuck in traffic. That's the majority of the time. And in those cases, a BMW may not be to your liking. And again, may not, because why? Everybody has got different preferences, and that's totally fine. That's why we have 20,000 types of milk in the shopping mall, because everybody has got a different preference. Similarly, this is it. For me personally, I don't like cars that are tacky. I don't like cars that got too many buttons. I like to be simple, and that's why I like my Audi A6, because Audi back then, not now, was simple in design, and the Volvo has got a very simplistic design, very beautiful, very elegant. But more than that, the driving itself, the pilot assist in the Volvo, as you all know, is one of the best in the market. When you can go on and press a button, and it takes over. And I'll show you now shortly. So for example, coming up, this is a good spot for me to show you its capability. Let me just go on the highway here, okay? And I'm gonna go to my pilot assist mode here over here. Let me just flash this and say, let me engage that. 1 second. See, now you can't read. That's one thing about roads in KL, because sometimes the lines are unclear and it can't really read. But once I engage, you see my hands are off, and I'll turn the camera around to show you what type of road I am now. Okay, so this is where I am, and at this point I am not holding the steering, just barely touching it by a finger. Just give it a little bit of pressure, and the car is going on its own pretty much. So these are probably your 99% of your journey that you will do. You will probably most likely do these kind of journeys quietly, sitting down in the car, enjoying the view and driving. And yeah, that's the warning saying I should hold the steering. Turn you back here. So again, welcome back, guys. Yeah, this is me. So my hands are off, one finger, apply pressure here and there, and that's it. And these are the normal kind of driving conditions that you would probably face through going to highways, even crawling through traffic, and you get to on your pilot assist, and the car takes over and drives for you, while making sure that you pay attention to the roads next to you. But even now, vlogging and looking at you on the side over here, I shouldn't be doing this, but I can because I'm in a Volvo, because the car is actually standing by itself. And that brings me to my sorry, I'll hold the steering. That brings me to my point over here, that a lot of times cars aren't made equal. Cars are made for different applications. Even you talk about a pickup truck could be designed more for looks, more for hardiness, more for reliability, more for fuel economy. And similarly, sedans, cars are made different. Who do I think will buy a S90? If you got a boss man, which again, let's see this now. This is going to a traffic stop here. Let's see what the Volvo does. Again, no brakes. Let's see what it does. Does it apply a brake and stop? Yes, it did. Like that. So now I'm in a trolling traffic, and rightly, it applied brake for me. And again, it's going off on its own because the car is moving and it's moving on its own. Fantastic, guys. And imagine being stuck in Kansas Highway for 2 hours and you got a Volvo. Perfect, because maybe you can think about life, think about how the year has been. And this is actual life. Actual life is not about speeding. It's not about going to Genting. It's not about who's got the most amount of horsepower or the torque. It's not. It's about being in a comfortable spot, because you work so hard. You want to be in a spot you're comfortable, chilling out to music. And again, Bowes and Wilkins in this car. It's pretty fantastic. It's sweet. It's sharp. It's crystal clear. And there's nothing more I want in a car than this. Am I biased? I think I am. I think I'm biased. But if I were to buy a luxury premium sedan, my own money today, this will be really on top there. The S60 and the S90, I think where it differs is that the S60 to me just didn't have that edge. It's sporty. It's trying to be sporty, but it's not, because the Volvos cannot be sporty. It's in their DNA somehow. It's hard to be a sporty luxury sedan with Volvos, because the way the ride comfort is, it's just not sporty, you know. If I'm more on that kind of size category, I'll probably go for a maybe a 3 Series if I want sporty, or maybe an Audi A5 maybe, I don't know, you know. But a big large luxury SUV, this is it. It's perfect. So again, while I ponder about life and think what lies ahead, and again, look at the traffic. The traffic is pretty bad, you know, as you can see there. But you know what, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit, because I'm in a comfortable spot. And that, my dear friends, is what life's all about. Okay, so I'll let you do it, and we'll see you back when we do the walk around video. Cheers, guys.